Hey Alexis, good afternoon. Jared Cunningham here with Hugh White of Lancaster. As I mentioned earlier, obviously the Equinox that you had originally inquired about didn't pass its safety inspection. So I apologize about that, but luckily we're in luck. We got this 2014 Honda CR-V EXL I'm going to dive into, go over all the ins and outs of that. It is all-wheel drive and it does have the backup camera. With that, I'm going to go ahead and get started here with the engine compartment, work my way around to the driver's seat. So as far as our used car inventory, all of our used inventory goes through a safety inspection that consists of checking the frame, brakes, tires, replacing all the fluids prior to it hitting the lot for sale. So your oil change, the transmission, all that stuff's been changed before it hit the lot. Your first oil change, which would be due, I'd say with this here, typically it's 5,000 miles. I'd say with this year and everything here, I think back then it was about every 3,500 miles. But your first oil change is free. On that note, I don't mind taking your car to and from service if it makes life easier and convenient for you for your routine maintenance, like your oil changes, your tune-ups, whatever the case may be as you go along with your vehicle here. But so pretty solid in the engine bay here. One thing I'll do is, and I do this just for my own sanity as well, just to give you a peace of mind, when you're used car shopping, you always want to look inside, have your salesman or yourself or whoever you're with pull that oil cap. If you ever see any dry brown gunk in there or any kind of water droplets there, you kind of decide you want to stay away from that. So I always check that myself when I'm showing my cars to my customers. Get that screwed in. There we go. Just to, everything's good there, and that's something they do check in inspection as well. This part here was what's called a breakaway motor mount. So in the unlikely event of an accident, that's designed to snap off and drop the engine down instead of push back to the firewall. It's actually safety measures to keep you and your family safe as well. And I'm going to kind of dive into some more of this safety as we go on. One thing nice with Honda, they have what's called a unibody structure, so it's a very safe thing, and I'll get more detail as we go along here. Easy to access your fluid, your washer fluid, get to your battery, air filter, all that good stuff if you're a do-it-yourself type of person there. We're going to go around here to the wheel well. One thing nice with this vehicle, and especially whether you're spending a couple grand, $50,000 for example, it's nice to have that protection package. And this has it. It's got the fender guards, the side skirt protectors. It's pretty nice. And one other thing with that is it has a side underlaying protector as well, help prevent that salt buildup. Obviously, you're putting a lot of money into your investment. You want to protect it as long as possible, and that helps that. Trying to find the right wording there, but it helps us do that. Got the alloy wheel. It's a lot lighter than a steel hubcapped wheel, and it also helps the appearance stand out a lot more, especially with that color there as well. The tire tread's pretty good there. Come around here to the inside of the passenger of the cabin. It is leather. It's like a beige leather, and again, it's 2014, so you can kind of tell it's in good shape. I wouldn't say it's not brand new, as you can tell there, but it's in pretty good shape there. Come to the back seats here. Gonna give you as much view as I can there. One thing I do want to point out is the fact that you got your window tint. So obviously that's important to have your shade and privacy, but when it comes to leather interior, it helps that leather last longer from cracking. I don't see any cracks or any tears in the leather. I just see where it's kind of worn down over the years from people sitting in it and whatnot, but I wouldn't let that deter me from it. It's a CR-V, they're good vehicles. Plenty of trunk space. And then, if you need more, obviously those back seats will come down. I'll kind of get into that in a moment. But then you have your little trunk visor there. So if you have your trunk lid closed, no one can just look in the back of the window and see what you have in there. Just to confirm it is all-wheel drive. You do have your backup camera. Go on the driver's side of the back of the cabin. Pretty much the same as the passenger side. Just want to give you, again, as much visibility as I can. And kind of going back to that appearance when we were talking about those wheels, one thing, when the previous owner had this, they had what's called a poly steel. So it's like a ceramic wax. It's a wax I refer to as like a ceramic glass coating over the exterior, so to speak, and it also protects the interior when this person bought that as well. It helps the vehicle last longer, and it gives it more of a glamoury look, so to speak there. I'm going to do a nice quick walk around here, and then I want to dive into some things in the inside here. But I drove it down the road here, Memorial Drive, and I'll tell you there, Alexis, it drives really nice. You know, I think you'd say the same thing once you test drive it. I think it's something you'll really like. I'm going to go ahead and hop in the front seat here. Now it does have heated seats, and you can hear how quiet it is when you start it up. Let me put my seatbelt on. There's no noise when I start this thing. I mean, it starts real quiet, real nice. And I'm going to go on a little virtual test drive, so to speak, there as well. Give you an idea, you know, kind of what you're getting into there as well. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, 124,428 miles. Backup camera. And if it's flashing on my screen there, Alex, it's just how my phone records. But you do have that. Your sunroof. Let's see here. Fully functionable. Fully functionable. So I mean, this, in all in all, I mean, it's solid. Your cubby hole there. Oh, now one thing with the safety I want to go over. So not only you have your airbag in the steering wheel and the passenger side dash, you also have airbags in your front window pillars, both right and left. Front seat airbags, and then you have 2 more back there as well. And then the unibody structure, and I'll get out here. Matter of fact, let me show you here. When I go over that with you, you know, if you were to get in an accident, hopefully it don't ever happen, but you just can never predict the future. When I go over the unibody structure of a Honda, so one thing nice about it, if I could take this door skin off, I could show you, but it's got 2 steel bars, one going across there and one at the bottom down there. So if a heavier duty vehicle were to make impact with you with this vehicle in the cabin, it's designed to keep that vehicle, to keep the damage from caving in the cabin there. And it's like that all the way around to this vehicle. I mean, Honda really strives on safety. You know, safety, performance, appearance is how they go about things. And you know, I think you'd really like it. Econ mode, you know, if you want to save gas while you're city or highway driving, that's a pretty nice feature to have there. But yeah, we're gonna go on a little drive here, give you an idea. When we get on the road there, Alex, I'm not gonna say a word. I just want you to hear it, and then when I get back, I'm gonna just kind of give you my opinion of what I think. You know, that way you're not caught off guard by surprise. I've been doing this for about 3 years, and I haven't had one upset customer. And you know, I really take a lot of pride in what I do, and I think, you know, to me, to keep my customers happy and keep them coming back and maintain a good business relationship, it starts with being honest. So, you know, again, I just don't want you to be caught off guard by surprise. I want you to have a good experience here and be happy when you leave here if this would be the vehicle you choose. Okay, so here we go. I'm not going to say a word. I'm going to get on the main road and kind of let you just listen in. Alexis, I'll tell you as we're driving, I know I just said I wouldn't say anything, but steering feels great, brake pedal feels great. I think this vehicle's great, and I'll just kind of leave it at that. And you know, I know originally you said 11 to noon Saturday. I would encourage you to come check this out, see what you think, and possibly see what we can do number-wise to make that payment work for you. I think it's definitely doable. I think it definitely is. I think we're looking at the right price range, and shifts there real nice and smooth. So, you know, mileage wise, 124,000. I think that Equinox was over 100,000, whatever the case may be. But I mean, you split the miles from that Equinox to this CRV, not much difference. So I don't think that wouldn't affect me much. It's one of those things in my eyes, you know, a Honda's a Honda to me. You know, I mean, I'm always confident in Hondas. I'll drive by my Honda and just show you that, you know, that's all I intend on driving. So brakes feel nice and not too stiff, not too loose or anything, just feels just right. Going back. There's my Honda. I named my car Platinum. Every car I have, well, it's got a name for it. All right, well, Alexis, I look forward to hearing back from you. And, you know, just let me know kind of what you're thinking there. You have yourself a great day.